Faithfully, on time, every day. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Damn, I feel so sexy. This is crazy. Okay, I'm joking. I kid, I joke. Blessings, family. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Shalom. Greetings, everyone. Say, King, I woke up feeling the love. That's what I'm talking about. Same here. Like, I woke up today feeling good. I walked outside and my neighbor, we go to the 7-Eleven like every morning so I can get coffee or whatever. And like, I'm waiting on him to get alert. And I'm listening to this house music, this techno music. And I'm in the parking lot going crazy. He like, oh, it's too early for that. I'm like, it ain't never too early to go crazy. Welcome to day 28 of the 52 days of ritual. This is the intuitive cleanse. This is the intuition cleanse. This is all for your intuition. Today we're going to talk about intuition, and I'm most likely going to remove the intuition course from the website for sale because I'm pretty much going to be talking about what I talked about in the course. You said coffee, like, yeah, some coffee, you know what I'm saying? Some coffee. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to be talking about that same stuff. So pretty much in a sense, but we're going to dig deep. We're going to go deep. Then we're going to perform this ritual and then we're going to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yada I mean, yada I pow. And everything's set up today. You know what I'm saying? I already got my do not disturb on. You know what I mean? Already got my do not disturb on. Like, my phone is plugged up. I literally just plugged it up just now. Said, love that shirt. Walmart. Some Ichiraku ramen. You know what I'm saying? Some Ichiraku ramen. Hey, yo! Yeah! No, I'm joking. What it is, T? What it is. How's everybody feeling today after yesterday's love ritual and heart feeding? I feel good. I don't know about everybody else, bro, but I feel amazing. I feel amazing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. I feel like great things are on the way, like on the way. And it has to do with the area of love. Like, it's on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube already. Yeah, now that I got my MacBook, I don't miss nothing, okay? I don't miss nothing. And good news, the raffle tickets finally came in. They're sitting over there on my bar. The raffle tickets came in. So those will be separate from the donations for the ritual. So let me be clear on that before I even go deeper into that. They'll be like $5 a ticket. $5 to get you an entry for the $1,000 pool. Excuse me. Let me correct myself because somebody blessed me with $200 extra. She said she didn't want to be mentioned. So I'm not going to mention her. I'm going to respect her wishes. She ain't even in here. So even if I did, she wouldn't even know. But she blessed me with $200 extra just for the raffle. Okay, so now it's up to $1,200 and you know what I'm saying? It's up, and it's gonna be $5 a ticket. So if you send money in for your raffle ticket, make sure your payment includes that this payment is for the raffle ticket. You can get as many as you want to. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you text me somehow or message me somehow to send me proof that you paid, because my Cash App be going crazy just because of donations. So Make sure your payment come with your name and all of that. And I'll get to tearing up tickets tonight or tearing off tickets tonight and putting them in my bowl to prepare. The giveaway will be on the 27th, the very final day of the 52 days of ritual. You can send it through PayPal also, all of that. So yeah, I'm actually excited about the giveaway. And depending on how much money I make on the raffle tickets for the giveaway, I might up it. It might be $1,500. It might be $2,000. I don't know. It just all depends on how I'm feeling and how spirit prompts me. You know what I'm saying? Like it just all depends. It all depends. So I'm actually really excited about it. I will be announcing it on all of my social media. Sound like your necklace. Yeah. Angelica's Touch of Peace. She made it. Said you're gonna need a big ass bowl. Well, I only got 4,000 raffle. I only got 4,000 raffle tickets. I don't need a big bowl. If it go beyond 4,000, I'm just gonna have to cut it off. Like, you know how much money that is? You know how the IRS gonna be looking like, hey, say, who is he? But let's say, for example, $5 a ticket, and I sell all 4,000 tickets. That's 20 racks. That's 20 racks that I would have in my account. So it would go from $1,000 to $5,000. And I would like to keep this steady going, like every month, give away some money, give away some prizes that actually matter in people's life. I'm not trying to give y'all, I'm going to send you a free bracelet. What the hell is that going to do for you? Absolutely nothing. Said the IRS at your bowl. You stupid, Bailey. Like, said, well, that must be crazy, but I saw you when I was going to sleep. You ain't crazy. I'm multidimensional and I'm omnipresent. You know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Yo, and before we get started, am I tripping? Don't nobody call me cocky or arrogant, okay? But am I tripping? Or look at me. Or am I sexy as hell today? This is just how I feel. I feel like I need to go somewhere. Right? I feel like I need to go out somewhere and like let the people see me. Like, boy, I look delicious. Boy, I look, boy, yeah, boy. So that's happiness and peace. Yeah, I know, right? Especially after yesterday's love ritual. Oh my God. Said maybe you need to go out and get your queen. Hey, somebody daughter getting slobbed down for New Year's. You hear me? Shh. So as soon as I saw you, I was like, ooh, he look good. And it might be the beanie. You know what I'm saying? I don't really wear beanies or whatnot. But now that I put it on, I don't know. Said, I've seen you in my dreams a lot since you started. But why didn't you tell me? I be everywhere. I don't even know where I be at. I just be where I be doing what I'm supposed to do and I get up out of there. Said no hoodie either. Yeah, which means I'm not hiding my body or hiding me or trying to shelter myself. Like, bruh. Yeah, I'm on something else. Said you have a glow because of your 28 days. Stay good so your glow won't leave. Don't give it away. I ain't gonna never give it away. I was sexy before I started the 52 days of ritual. I just didn't show nobody. I was in hiding. Said, what's an intuition cleanse? Well, let me explain it to you real quick. Cleansing your intuition is very important. So I hope that everyone after today, you understand that it's something you need to do often. Because oftentimes when it comes to your intuition, there are many things guiding it. And we're going to go right in. We're just going to go ahead and go right in, right? So today's day 28, the intuition cleanse. So just stay and check me out. Excuse me, these are donation-based rituals. No, I don't live in Mexico anymore. I'm in Dallas, Texas. But oftentimes we believe that intuition is some message from spirit, and it's not. And when I tell people this, they go, you're crazy. Intuition is spirit talking to me. No, intuition is you talking to yourself. Intuition is you talking to yourself. People believe that intuition has one base form of accuracy or one base form of locating things and how it operates and how it works. But really, intuition itself is this unlimited spirit, this unlimited entity that is created by you. It is created by you, and how your intuition views things is defined by you. This is why some people's intuition only points towards tragedy. They only see tragic things. They only see things where they're going to be in trouble or they could be in danger. Some people only see the good things and they never see the danger. You know what I'm saying? They never ever catch what's dangerous, and so they end up out of balance in their intuition. And so the result of your intuition leading you to places you don't want it to lead you to, you start to mistrust your intuition. And then the messages that you receive become messy. And once they become messy, you stop trusting it altogether. And then all of a sudden, that voice that's been speaking to you and guiding you is now the enemy in your life. You don't listen to your intuition at all. And so now you're walking around wondering why you don't hear spirit clearly, because intuition is step one. Intuition is step one to hearing spirit clearly, because spirit speaks different than your intuition. Your intuition sounds like you. Spirit don't sound like you. You know what I'm saying? Spirit don't talk like you. The vernacular is not the same. You know what I mean? But when your intuition is dirty, when it's mucky, when it's unclear, what really happens is, for most people, they have a jumbling of sentences or speech going on in their head at one time. They don't know which one to trust, which one to follow through on, which one to, you know what I'm saying, make a move on, which one to stay still with. They don't understand which one is which, because they have so many doubts against their own intuition that the intuition becomes the very thing that's tricking them. Because we can always blame an entity. That's easy to go, somebody put a spell on me and now my intuition's unclear. Now it's not telling the truth. The intuition is not about accuracy. Intuition is not about accuracy. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to announce. I'm sorry to put you up on notice like that. But intuition is not about accuracy. Intuition is just simply a spirit you create to map out the desires of your heart. So let's say you want to manifest whatever you're trying to manifest. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you tell your intuition, this is what I desire. You tell your intuition what it is that you desire. And once you tell your intuition what it is that you desire, it goes ahead of you to map things out for you. Intuition is nothing but a spirit created by you to carry out your desires, to help you map out and lead you to the things that you truly desire, even if it's just leading you to synchronicity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are hung up on synchronicity. And I want to tell y'all that synchronicity is level 1. Like, it's the most beginner, most child level you can be on. Because just seeing your synchronicities mean nothing until that synchronicity itself is empowering the desire of your heart. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. And so intuition is programmed by you, created and programmed by you. Your thought forms become intuition when they start pointing you in the direction of the desires of your heart. So you get to this state where you're listening to your intuition often. Your intuition told you to go here. Your intuition told you to go there. Your intuition said, look to your left, and you saw a sign. You know what I'm saying? Your intuition said, call such and such, and they said something you needed to hear. And so you believe that that's spirit leading you, but that's just your intuition, because your intuition is even leading you to the things that you need, like encouragement, love, hugs, honesty, readings, clarity, all that kind of stuff. Your intuition is a spirit or an intelligence created and programmed by you. Its laws are programmed by you. So if you only see tragedy, that's what you told your intuition to look for. The problem with only seeing tragedy is intuition is also a leader of your footsteps. And so as you're walking your path, you end up walking into danger. And it's not because you have misfortune on your life. It's not because you have bad luck. You know what I'm saying? It's not any of those things. It's what you programmed your intuition to do. Make sure you keep me away from all harm and danger, which goes against your whole overall protection and your shield, because because your shield is already doing that. You can use your intuition to lead you away from danger, but because you have this connection to things going wrong, you're teaching your intuition to only find the problem and never the solution. A lot of people only let their intuition find more problems, and the solution don't ever come in clear enough. It don't ever come in loud enough. You're just stuck in a loop trying to figure out what you're supposed to do, and you'll never get no further in life because your intuition is tuned improperly, and not improperly by my standards or anyone else's standards, but by the standards you claim you really desire in your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't desire trouble. You don't desire danger. You don't desire pitfalls, but because you worry about that, your intuition is listening to how you program yourself, because in a sense, your intuition is you. Okay? Your intuition is you. Y'all make sure y'all double tapping the screen, sharing this live, man. Your intuition is you. And because of that, it's starting to reprogram itself based off of how you perceive reality right now. It is Saturday, ain't it? That's crazy. I don't know. I never know what day it is. I don't care. That's why. It don't matter to me. But your intuition is you. It's not something outside of you. It's barely even a voice you hear in your head. It's just a voice that went ahead, or an entity that went ahead to see and seek for you. This is why intuition can become dirty and mucky when you allow life to manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Said, watch The Secret. It will dive even deeper into this thought process. No disrespect, but no thank you. I don't really read books. And I don't Google things, and I don't research. I wanted to see what life was for real without everybody else's perception of it. And when I found out my intuition was me, it wasn't my higher self. It wasn't my lower self. It wasn't any of that. It was me. Because one day I started reprogramming my intuition to seek the things that I actually desire. And all of a sudden my mind got really, 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 really quiet. And I didn't understand why it was so silent. Some of you are in the place right now where you don't hear your intuition at all. The reason that it's silent is because you've closed it off, because all it was leading you to was more problems, i.e. the relationships you've been in, the people you called friends, all the betrayal and deception that you've been through. And you're like, why would my intuition lead me there? Because that's how it was programmed. You didn't feel like you were enough, so you wanted to be around people that would make you feel like you were enough, not understanding that people that always make you feel like you're enough and you never do it for yourself can easily manipulate you. And so now, instead of going, okay, I learned that that's not what I need, you go against your own intuition and you start treating your intuition like it's your enemy, which is saying you are your own enemy, which means you're blocking yourself off from getting access to the truth. You'd rather the lie. You'd rather be coddled. You'd rather the gentle approach. You know what I'm saying? You rather the gentle approach where you don't really receive the truth. You receive the truth through your walk, which comes with many different pitfalls in your life. You understand? It comes with many different pitfalls in your life in order to teach you what you truly desire, although innately you already know. You already know what you want. You already know what you need. You already know what's best for you. But you believe that something out there or something else is way more intelligent than you. And so you depend on everything outside of you to teach you what it is that you truly deserve. And when you do that, you end up with the chance, just a minor chance, of something coming in and controlling the way that you perceive reality. Now, once your perception is hijacked, your intuition starts to learn from your new version of perception. Your perception of reality is what's leading your intuition. Your laws, the things that you claim are true in your life, is what's programmed within your intuition. And since your intuition is you, it's always learning from your changes. Some people's intuition is very slow. For the practitioners in here, sometimes when you do a session, the messages come really fast. Sometimes when you do a session, they come really slow. Your intuition can be fast or slow depending on the pace of your trust in it. And so when it's really slow, the change takes a while. When you reprogram it, when you turn it into the thing that you actually desire it to be, the change itself actually takes a little minute. And so there is this blank space where you're feeling confused where everything you think you need to hear is not coming in clear enough for you, and you feel like something must be wrong. No, your intuition works at a slower pace. And because of that, when it's time to reprogram it, it takes a little while to get with the new program. And getting with the new program means all silence for the old one, because if you're divinely protected, you don't want the old program to throw you off your path. Am I making sense thus far? This is why most people go insane when it comes to intuition. This is why most people are confused about what intuition really is. That's why I put it so simply for you. It ain't nothing but an intelligence programmed by you to seek out the desires of your heart. Your intuition ain't nothing but an intelligence created by you to seek out the desires of your heart. Said, would intuition be the same as discernment? No, because discernment is how you will find out whether your intuition is accurate in what you truly desire or not. Discernment will tell you if you're being led properly versus just walking into any and everything because your energy itself is wild. I wouldn't call them the same thing. Because discernment really does help you measure whether or not something is actually for you. Because your intuition is not about leading you to what's right and to what's wrong. It's leading you to what you desire. And because it's leading you to what you desire, you have to be careful with the desires of your heart. If you don't have any desires in your heart, your intuition ain't got nowhere to lead you to. So it only brings you the same messages you need to hear over and over again. And whoever I'm talking to, I'm putting you at peace with your intuition right now. Because you always hear the same messages over and over again. The reason you don't hear nothing new is because you don't desire anything more. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Yeah. You don't desire anything new. So your intuition's going to keep repeating the same thing. That's why I said it's an intelligence. It is only programmed to give you what you truly desire. And if you desire nothing, it has nothing else to say to you, because anything beyond what you're willing to reach for will drain you. So let's say your intuition, let's say, for example, you believe your intuition is supposed to guide you to $1 million. If you're not prepared to reach for that million and your intuition brings you into the opportunity to make $1 million, it's going to look like a trap. It's going to look like a trap. It's going to look like something is wrong. It's going to look like something is going to fall out of place and make you go backwards on your path, or make you lose everything and have to start over again and again and again and again, because that's the way you programmed your intuition. Some things you are not prepared for. And if you're not prepared for it, you have to be honest so that intuition can begin the process of your preparation. Everybody wants to be deep. Everybody wants to be the most intuitive person in the world. Some of you have programmed your intuition to reach beyond your capabilities. And I'm not saying you're not unlimited. I'm not putting any limitation on you. I'm saying right now, you're not capable of what your intuition is reaching for, because you're unsure of whether or not you can do it. But you feel it, so you call it. And when you call it, you're reprogramming your intuition to not only lead you to it, but to lead you through it. Said, is that why I'm sitting on blessings and don't know what to do with them? Yes. Because you're not sure where you're being led to. But the truth is, you lead yourself. And in leading yourself, everything around you that's supposed to be with you and looking out for you is supposed to protect you while you lead yourself. But if you let something else lead you, ain't no telling where the hell it's leading you to. Your intuition is key. Your intuition is key. In African spirituality, your intuition would be something like your Ori. Your Ori. You check with your Ori before you check with any spirit or gods. Because what's for you and what's best for you is not defined by anything you deem greater than you. It's defined by you, and then you go to it to find out whether that's what you really desire for yourself and if that's what you really deserve. Because how do you learn if everything's leading you past your lessons, not through them? You understand? Take a sip of my juice. I'm gonna have to go to Whole Foods today and get, another one. Hi, Juice. Hi, Juice. Please do lovely things in my body. How do you know if it's intuition or ego? There's no difference. There's no difference in intuition and ego. And the reason why I say there's no difference between intuition and ego, because your ego is a part of you. It's not apart from you. You know what I'm saying? Your ego is a part of you. So ego is a part of your intuition too. You want to know whether you're channeling or whether it's egoic. Nothing is egoic when it comes to self, unless whatever you're saying to yourself or whatever you're channeling for yourself has to do something with someone else or go against someone else. Other than that, it can't possibly be egoic. But you're talking about channeling, not intuition, because intuition ain't pulling nothing too deep unless you're seeking deep. You understand? Channeling means you're picking up from other sources. You're picking up from other channels, other dimensions, other realms, and you're listening out for spirits. A lot of people channel and they think it's intuition. A lot of people are intuitive and they think they're channeling. Because intuition has the ability to seek. And if a person trusts you enough to look, your intuition will latch on to them. Oftentimes, practitioners let other people take their intuition with them. And what I mean by that is, ever since I talked to you, things have been more clear. And then they tell you what things are clear about, and it sounds just like you. Because the program of your intelligence or your intuition is now walking with them until theirs is tuned enough where they choose to be themselves 100%. But when you're channeling, you're calling from other sources. This is where your clairs come in. This is where you have visions, or where you hear things, or where you feel things, smell things, taste things. That's when your clairs come in, because you're channeling. And when you're picking up on messages or energies from other sources, they can only reach you in spaces you're open to receive in. So if you only do visions, or if you only like visions, you're only going to receive visions. If the spirit doesn't understand how to send you a vision, they'll try to send you a message in your ears, and i.e., there goes the freaking ringing in your ear. Because oftentimes people go, well, what's that ringing? What's that ringing mean in my ear? It could mean 1,000 different things, but when you're channeling, the ringing in your ear is not necessarily a confirmation of the messages you're receiving. It's your channel opening up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh. Most people don't sit long enough to let their ears open up. Bars. Most people don't sit long enough to let their ears open up. Because even the sound of a channel or a frequency coming through your ear from another fold or realm around you will cause you some type of internal chaos if you're not ready. So most people fear the ear going beyond the ringing, but at the same time, they desire it. Now remember what I told you about desire. And remember how I told you your intuition goes to seek and starts to map out your desires. So you desire to hear spirits, so your ears are going to constantly ring until you finally confirm that you're ready to go deeper and further past the ringing. I don't like to hear spirits, so I don't let my ears go past the ringing. I am a channel, which means spirits talk through me, like taking over my tongue, which I don't mind, because therefore you ain't taking over my body and you have no entry. You still out here. You know what I'm saying? That's what that ringing means. That ringing is also something that is defined by you. Everything is defined by you. I don't really care how many books there are written on intuition and the whole nine, or the ringing in your ear, or how synchronicities work and all that kind of stuff, because if it doesn't work that way in your life, it will be considered a lie to you, correct? You will start thinking that that's not true, or that's some op shit, and somebody's trying to attack you, somebody's trying to take something from you, somebody's manipulating you, and they're lying to you. I often tell people all the time, my truth is your lie, and your lie is my truth. And the reason for that is because everybody's abilities work in their own unique way. Man, or humans believe that they have quantified the wholeness of what spirit can do. They believe they quantified the complete picture of what spirit is capable of. But every time a new child is born, that's a new way. But before people figure out their way, somebody swoops in and tells them that this is the only way it's going to work. Your intuition is as unlimited as you allow it to be. The deeper you seek, the more stronger your intuition becomes. Often we don't even get in the gym of our intuition. If you're new here, welcome to day 28 of the 52 days of ritual. We are on an intuitive cleanse. Today is intuition cleansing. And I got the water and the candles over there charging up the code. So when I play the incantation, y'all be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? It's on and cracking today. It's one of my favorite subjects. So how do you test your intuition? Ooh-wee, my favorite part. This is my favorite part. Hey, this is my favorite part. Hey. This is my favorite part. I need to go to Whole Foods because I want to make like 20 juices that I'll kill in like 3 days. This is my favorite part. How do you check or test your intuitions? By following through on what you receive. Now, if it's leading you to danger, you'll know it by how you feel when you receive the message. Say, hey, King, trying to preserve my kneecaps. You late? You late? It's okay. I ain't gonna yell at you today. I yelled at everybody yesterday for being late. I'm not yelling today. I'm too sexy today to be yelling at you about being late. The only way to improve the accuracy and the power of your intuition is by following through on what you receive. Don't always teach your intuition to give you messages when you're sitting still. And I hope y'all taking notes. Don't always give your intuition the law to only receive when you're sitting still. Because if you're only sitting still, your intuition is not expanding. It can't lead you anywhere because you're not trying to move anywhere. Oftentimes, you need to tell your intuition to lead you to your next phase or your next step or guidance towards something. Like new people showing up here and don't know why they're here. Your intuition led you here, but it was programmed by you because you've been seeking clarity on this very subject. See? Give thanks to your intuition. Give praise to your intuition. I'm not saying treat it like a god, but it's definitely an intelligence created by you. You were seeking something and it sought it out for you. Synchronicity was step one to leading you to where you are right now. Synchronicities are more than just a sign. It's like a map. So boom, you're talking about, said thank you. I always thought I had to sit still. Sitting still intuitively is only for when you have a really, really deep question that you're asking yourself. But then again, that won't be your intuition. That'll be your channel. Because rarely do we ask ourselves deep question. We go spirit or whatever spirit guide you mess with. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Oshun, Shango. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? Buddha, like you, whoever you're talking to, rarely are we asking ourselves. We're asking something else. And when we ask something else, we have moved from intuition to channeling. The dopest part about channeling is every time you channel, it upgrades your intuition. Because everything you have access to, so does your intuition. Intuition being my hand, okay? So you're channeling and you're talking to a spirit over here. Your intuition is sitting and it's witnessing. It's witnessing what's being told. It's gathering the data of that realm. Your intuition it's a computer. It's an intelligence. I'm telling you, it's always gathering data. That's why cognitive dissonance is a thing. That's why it's a thing, because your intuition has learned something over and over and over and over again to the point where when something new is introduced, it can't let go of the program because you said in its program, I will never let this go. Your intuition is not trying to mislead you. It's only upholding the laws you've given it. 3 o'clock. Ashe, are we in alignment or not? Are we in alignment or not? So would it be best to ask your intuition questions during meditation or any time? Let me answer your question by empowering your intuition right now. The reason why you don't want to only ask your intuition questions during meditation is because you want your intuition to be efficient enough to work even when you're on the move. You don't want to only be able to be in meditation and hear your intuition. You want to be able to have it lead you while you on the move, while you out doing whatever. You could be in the kitchen washing dishes. You could be on a road trip trying to go to McDonald's to get you something to eat real quick. You can go to the corner store to get you some gas. You want your intuition working the whole time. You will know when your intuition is tired because you'll get tired. You'll get tired of seeking. You'll get tired of reaching out for answers. You'll get tired of believing because your intuition is now tired. Now, once you rest for a couple days, it's going to come back twice as strong because I just told y'all your intuition is you. It's not something apart from you. It's not something apart from you. It is you. That's why you take on its effects. And some of you are using intuition in a way that's straining its ability because you're trying to reach further than you're ready to actually get to. Said your intuition better say stay out of McDonald's. Why would it? I ate McDonald's this morning. I definitely ate McDonald's this morning with my neighbor. I ain't had it in a while either. And I did it. Did I feel bad? No. Did my intuition lead me there? No. Because I don't always have to listen to my intuition. But it's how it's programmed. Why would your intuition lead you away from McDonald's if you like McDonald's? That's why I said your intuition is not your friend or your enemy. It is not your friend or your enemy. It is simply a program created by you. It's simply a program created by you, and it will follow through on your desires. It will follow through on your desires. It is an intelligence. And as you program it even more, okay, it will become more accurate in its pursuit of your desires. Say, why does my head hurt as I meditate? Am I doing too much? You might be trying to meditate, and that's the problem. Meditation is many people have come out the woods and said this method works and this method works. Meditation doesn't have a method. Life is meditation. A constant meditation. Even when you dream, you're meditating. When you're listening to your favorite music, you're meditating. So it's an internal version of AI that saves your favorites for a quick order. Facts. But everything is meditation. Said I've always looked at it as a guide to better things. It is a guide to better things if better things are what you are seeking. And of course you would ask, well, why wouldn't I seek anything other than better things or greater things? Because you also feel like there's things you need to heal. And so it's going to lead you through your healing. It's going to lead you to more things to heal, especially when you participate in the broken community. The broken community makes you feel like everything's wrong with you all the time. And so you're always seeking a problem. And if your intuition is intelligent and you're programming it constantly, your intuition will only find more problems with you because somehow when you feel insecure, your insecurity causes a boost to your self-confidence eventually. And so your insecurity points at it all. I mean, not your insecurity, but your intuition points at your insecurities. When you go look in the mirror, you trying to be confident today. You in the mirror like, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm wonderful. Like, yeah, but you fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. I'm wonderful. Like, yeah, but your edge is missing. And you like, bro, what the hell? Why would I say that to myself? It is the intelligence and the way that you taught it to program you and to upgrade you that's simply talking to you in a way that's going to boost you. Because what do when you start having negative self-talk? You go harder with positive self-talk until the point where the negative self-talk no longer exists because your intuition has now integrated a new program. Like, okay, you don't want me to talk about you no more. You know what I'm saying? We have all of this self-doubt. A lot of us, they call it thoughts. They call it thoughts, but where do thoughts exist? Where do thoughts exist? It's in your head, right? But it's in a realm, it's in a dimension, it's in a dimension. And that dimension is an intelligence that creates a life of its own and it starts to live itself out. That's why insecurities echo and positive messages drop. Like, it's like, hey, I thought we was on this whole insecure thing. I thought we was on this whole insecure thing. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was on this. I thought you ain't love yourself. You said it. I'm just trying to repeat what you said. I'm trying to repeat what you said. Can you imagine a time in the world without intuition? It's never been. But everybody thinks it's just thoughts. And so they're like, I'm reprogramming my thoughts. But you're really reprogramming your intuition. Because it's not only leading you to the desires of your heart, it's helping you understand that you already have everything that you need and everything you desire. It's already there. It's already present. How do I say it? Intuition does have an auto program where it's just simply learning from the way you treat yourself. Say, because I literally be having a good day, then boom, worry for what? And it's because of the way you talk to your intuition. So today, said intuition cleanse is not on your website. How do I pay? These are donation-based rituals. I'll give y'all the payment links shortly. Y'all just be patient with me. Well, my moderators are putting my payment links in the comments, so I ain't gotta wait. They're doing it for me. Thank y'all so much. Said, I wonder if intuition and instinct are the same thing or at least work together. Your instincts are the automatic responses from your body. That's your instincts. So yeah, intuition and instinct would work together because most of you don't listen to your intuition, but you listen to your instincts. You listen to your instincts because you don't got no choice. When you're leading yourself towards danger, you feel this heavy pit in the center of your chest that causes you to not even want to move. Or your intuition is telling you you don't need to go there today. And you go, okay, well, I'm not going to go there today. Or you know what, I'm still going to go. And then all of a sudden you get this sharp pain in your back that causes you to not be able to move. That's a part of your instincts. It's the only way your body is going to listen to your intuition when your mind is misbehaving. You understand? Your instincts is a signal. It's a body signal. Say your shirt is cultural appropriation. Not okay. Be better. I think you should talk to the writers of Naruto. What am I supposed to do? They're like, no, I'm saying, even if it was a joke, I'm saying, I think you should talk to the writers of Naruto. Because I definitely like me some ramen. Hey, there is an Ichiraku ramen somewhere also. I do believe. I'm going to find it. Yeah. But anyway, so intuition is artificial intelligence respectfully. But it's an intelligence that is programmed by your constant giving to yourself. So how you're talking to yourself, your intuition is listening, not your consciousness. That's what people say. My consciousness is listening, which means it's apart from you, which means it must be something set up in a space where you don't dwell often, because you don't dwell within your intuition. Your intuition dwells within you, and it's listening to you constantly. Even when you're babbling on about nonsense, your intuition is learning. That's why, and I'm about to paint something for y'all real quick. So let me give y'all some peace. You ever get ready to get focused on something and all of a sudden you get sleepy? You ever get ready to focus on something and then all of a sudden you get really sleepy? Like you know you need to do this, but when you do it, you get sleepy. Okay? Answer me real quick. Yes? Yes. Because I'm going to paint it for you. Oh, but if your favorite show comes on, your sleepiness goes away. Yes. 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 Listen. Because I know everybody in here is like, dang. Like, why? Like, dang, I don't mean to do that. Like, I feel bad that I be doing that. It's because the way you trained your intuition is to keep you alert when you're distracted and make you sleepy when it's time for you to do what you gotta do. Remember, it's constantly learning from you. Why do you think most coaches tell you, oh, no matter how you feel and keep going. They're not telling you that to tell you to ignore the way you feel. They're telling you that the way you feel shouldn't dictate your movements, because if you let it, your intuition's going to learn that you don't like to move this way when you're feeling like that. So it's going to make you sleepy in order to make you rest, in order to help you sit down and sort through what you need to sort through. But a lot of you have to do things. You need to get up. You need to clean your crib up. This, that, and the fourth. You got a lot of stuff you got to get done, but as soon as you get ready to do it, you get sleepy. Remember how I told you got to get in the gym with your intuition. So let's say, for an example, because a lot of people are going to ask, so what can I do about that? So next time you're working on a task, right? And I know it's going to sound stupid and funny, but I'm not being funny, I promise you. Next time, because the body's responses to energy is very interesting. If you move the body out of a space when you get tired, let's say you get tired while you're trying to focus on studying for your class, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you get sleepy. The reason you got sleepy is not because it's boring. It's because the fact that you programmed your intuition to lead you away from the things that cause you to do hard work, it's going to make you sleepy. So while you're writing and you studying, you no, I gotta stay up. I gotta stay up. Your intuition's trying to get with the program. Some people's intuition can be reprogrammed really quick. Some people, it takes a few days. So while you're doing your work and you yawn that first time, the first time you yawn, get up immediately. Get up immediately, because the movement of the body is teaching the intuition that this is something I will not stand for. This is something I have to do. This is something I know that is necessary. Intuition, I need you to get with the program. Intuition is not all about messages. Intuition is a leader of your path, and it helps lead you to the desires of your heart. You desire an easier life, but you desire that easier life before you put in the work to have that easier life. That's why most people are stuck right now in trying to get the life of ease, because they're too tired to put in the work to obtain it. So all they do is manifest. Manifest, 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 manifest. Manifest, 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 manifest. And nothing's manifesting. Nothing's coming into fruition because you're still stuck. And you're like, damn, like what's going on? I get a little inkling of it, but it's not the whole thing. What's the problem? Your old program is taking you away from what you truly desire, because your desire doesn't match your actions. Or should I say your actions don't match your desires? Said, what if you overwork? You overwork, which means that if you had to focus on something that was actually good for you, you overwork, because you overworking is your way of avoiding things that you need to address within yourself. And so you've trained yourself to focus when you have to, but when it's time for you to rest and you really need to focus on things, that's when you get your most tired. That's when you get your most distracted. And you probably set your whole life up around these things. And that's why when you finally get a moment to yourself and you can finally sit and you relax, your phone starts blowing up. Not because people sense that you're relaxing, but because you used to call them during all of your relaxing moments. You're literally programming your whole life. This is the algorithm of your consciousness that you program in here. And now everybody is used to tapping in on you or tapping into you during those moments. So now we be mad at people. Like, why they blowing my phone up? Like, why they bothering me right now? I don't want to be bothered right now. Like, I'm trying to focus. Why did you program them? Because you can program other people's responses and how they treat you based off of how you allow them to treat you and based off of what position you give them. You know what I'm saying? So your intuition is leading you away from your desires because you don't really desire something you're not willing to move towards. I'm going to say that again. You don't really desire something you're not willing to move towards. What you're really doing consciously is just setting up happy moments where the possibilities of you having it makes you really excited. And it's a boost that you use to distract yourself from the things you need to heal. If I told everybody to close their eyes and imagine themselves as a millionaire, and you've seen the millions touching your hand. You got the briefcase in your hand. You've made your first $1 million, right? You're excited that you made your first $1 million. And so quantumly speaking, you pull that million from that realm, but you only pull the feeling of it. Do you use that feeling to go to work, or do you use that feeling to go get a drink? Binge watch your favorite show with a smile on your face versus a serious look on your face. You know what I'm saying? You're programming your whole life with every action, not just thought, every action. And your intuition is collecting it all. That's why your intuition can be your friend or it can be your greatest enemy. Yes, sir. So can there be breaks, or is it every day? The only time your intuition get a break is when you're tired. I love you 360. The only time you get a break is when your intuition is tired. Because other than that, it's constantly learning. Hell, you learn in your sleep. There's never an actual day off. I don't know why people think you get a day off. There is no day off. You learn in your sleep. What I mean by you learn in your sleep, and tomorrow I do believe we're going to have the dimensional cleanse. So y'all don't want to miss that either. But what I mean by you learn in your sleep is whatever vision you're having, wherever you've traveled to, whatever dream you're having, you're going to wake up from, and you're going to take an impression of that with you. You're going to analyze that to see if it means anything, especially depending on what you had a dream about. You're going to constantly learn from that. Either your dreams are going to improve your courage or they're going to improve your fear. And your intuition's learning from both of those. You don't just carry your intuition when you're awake, you carry it while you're asleep. Said, man, my dream's been about people getting killed. Why do you believe you're seeing that? Think about it. Think about it. Think about why you are seeing that. How often you lay your eyes upon that when you're awake. And I can tell if you're having dreams about people being killed, that's something you're looking at constantly in your waking life. That's something you're thinking about and worrying about, to the point where it becomes something that's automatic in what they call your subconscious. You're looking at it too much. And so where do you think your intuition is leading you to? More of what you want to see. More of what you desire. Am I making sense, beloved? See, a lot of people always, you can tell the difference, and we'll talk about this tomorrow. You can tell the difference between a dream and a travel. You know what I'm saying? You'll dream of the same thing over and over and over again when it's something you're refusing to address, but you know you have to. And so you'll see it in different scenarios in different kinds of ways. Because the dream ain't nothing but another realm. It's a simulation of what you need to clean up in your own life. Said, and most definitely been trying to watch lighthearted stuff. No, stop watching stuff altogether. Because if you don't cleanse your intuition, hear me and hear me clearly. Because after today, you should know how to cleanse it a little better. But if you don't cleanse your intuition, you can watch as many positive videos as you want to. Now your intuition is going to have you happy about disaster. Why am I numb to it now? Because the mix between disastrous things and good things is a middle ground of peace, of saying things like, this is just the way things happen. This is just the way things happen. Said no, not you, hold on. I keep having dreams of my BF cheating on me, now ex. I continue. Save these dream questions for tomorrow. Save these dream questions for tomorrow. Because as we do the dimensional cleanse, I'm going to explain why you see the things you're seeing. I promise you. I promise you. I'm gonna make it plain. I'm gonna make it as clear as possible. Bear with me. Tomorrow will be day 29 of the 52 days of ritual. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is crazy. So it'll be a dimensional / dream cleanse. But your intuition, again, is an intelligence that is programmed by you constantly. So I want everybody to close their eyes for a second if you're stationary. Because if you're driving, please don't do it. You ain't gonna say you wrecked because of me. That's your life. That ain't my fault. That ain't my problem. Okay? If you're stationary right now, I want you to close your eyes. So is today the same as cleansing your third eye? No. 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 But in order for your third eye to receive a proper cleanse, it might be good to cleanse your intuition, because your intuition gives effort towards the way your third eye is working. Okay? If you can't close your eyes right now, just repeat after me, okay? My intuition, so accurate, so sweet. Please guide me to the desires of my heart that are good, that are righteous, and for my uprising. Keep me away from harm. Keep me away from danger. Keep me away from the things that seek to take me away from the righteous desires of my heart. What is no good for me, lead me away from it. What destroys my peace, lead me away from it. What destroys my happiness, lead me away from it. What keeps me stuck, lead me away from it. Intuition, open up. I am rewriting your program. Whatever I say within this moment right now is the new program. I cleanse you of my old laws, and I set a new standard within you. How many people got silence? How many people heard, I accept? How many people got opposition? Because now, when your intuition is misbehaving, because I keep trying to tell y'all, I need you to understand what I'm saying when I say this. If your intuition is constantly learning from you, it's even learning your rebellious nature. It's learning because you rebel against the things you know you need to do. So if you're a rebel, if you always feel like I'm going to do whatever I want, whenever I want, even when you know it's stuff that you got to do. Even when you know it's stuff that you got to do. Your intuition is trained to rebel, not only against you, but even against the desires of your heart. But if you got silence, that's a great thing. Because rarely have you ever had silence. Which means your intuition is no longer seeking. Now it's still and it's listening. Mine said that I have to work on my relationship with God and the universe. Well, let me give you and your intuition some peace. You are never disconnected from God. So a relationship with yourself is a relationship with God, because how you treat yourself is how you're treating the relationship with God. If you are a creation of God, how you treat said creation is a direct reflection of said relationship. Said my energy was fighting itself because you might not know exactly what you want, and you probably told yourself that because I don't know what I want out of life, something tell me what I should have. So when you try to gain control again, it fights back because you gave over control. Said, is it possible that your third eye was always open? Yes, because nobody's third eye is closed. I can't wait till we specifically do a third eye cleanse so I can talk about it. Because what the third eye sees is programmed by your perception too. See, a lot of people might see Zeus, right? Because of their third eye. That's how you're receiving all your visions and interpreting the information that's coming down through your crown. Some people might see Zeus, others might see Shango. What's crazy is, on top of that, depending on how you perceive reality, you might dream of Black Lightning, the character, Black Lightning. And your third eye is tuned by you too. So everybody's like, your third eye's closed, or your pineal gland is calcified, it's capped. It's not stopping nothing, because if spirit wanted to speak to you, no matter what condition you're in, you're going to receive the message. Said there was some form of hesitation when family was walking around me. You have to make sure your intuition isn't tied to your inner child. Because that shyness, that meekness, that I don't want to listen to it, or I don't want it to speak too loud as if they can hear it too. I don't want it to speak too loud before it says something that makes me look strange, is your inner child fighting against your intuition. So you got to take that away from your inner child. It's like a toy. Like, no, you're going to have to give me that back. You don't have to run that back. You don't run that back. You don't have to give me that back. Because your inner child is afraid of progress. And so it's teaching your intuition to be afraid of everything, even being your real self in the presence of others. Get me? Intuition is, and once you understand that you programming your intuition constantly, you'll figure out how to talk to it. The way everybody talks to their intuition is going to be different. The way I just told y'all to talk to your intuition was my way, because I talk to my intuition as if it's a spirit, because to me it is. But it's simply an intelligence. You can cleanse your intuition. You can pray for your intuition. You can pray into your intuition. You can light candles for your intuition. You can put your intuition to sleep. You can boost your intuition. All of that. Said these rituals feel like school, because part one of the ritual is school. Part one is school. Because I told y'all it would feel really weird for me to ask for donations on a donation-based ritual. If y'all just got on camera, how would you feel, honestly, if I turned my phone on, got on TikTok Live, and y'all see a candle lit and an incantation playing, and I go send donations for the ritual, and you don't even know what the hell the ritual is and what it's about and what I'm performing while I'm performing it, because the whole live stream is the ritual. First, we have to remove the illusions, help you gain control of your abilities. Then we deactivate, cleanse, and reactivate. Said, but people do that. I know they do. And they're very successful at it. And I'm not taking nothing from them for that. So I'm going to be so lost when the 52 days are done. The 52 days will never be done. They'll never be done. Said, do you give readings? I will love one from you. I don't call them readings. I call them intuitive conversations. Because if I got to work harder than your intuition in your channel, I'm going to be pissed. Like, I'm going to be pissed. You're going to catch hell from me. Said, knowledge is going to help everyone more than anything. Facts, Bailey. Facts. Because I don't want to control your narrative. I want you to get back in control of your narrative. Because magic itself, intention, whatever you want to call it, energy has been put in a box. And energy does not like to be in a box. Energy does not like, it can't sit still. So if you're trying to trap it in a container, it will eventually destroy the container. That's why people go crazy. They're like, yo, life was so magical when I first awakened. Life was so magical when I first awakened. Now everything is just blah. Now everything is just whatever. I'm so tired of being spiritual, as if you could stop being spiritual, because everything is spirit. Even you, when you're ignoring the things that you know you need to do for yourself, you're still being spiritual. Everything is spiritual. You can't never turn it off because you were always it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people burn out because of that. There's always something new coming across the table. And if it resonates, that's fine. Resonating means nothing until you integrate it. Because if you don't integrate it, what's resonating will sit in your field and it will rot. Same things as the things you take within you and you call it yourself and you call it your own. If you never integrate it, which means I become it. Integration, write this on your pieces of paper and your notebooks right now. Integration means I become it. Integration means I become it. If you never integrate, what you're taking on will rot. That's why knowledge hoarders have the most hellish life, because they're just collecting data, but they're not becoming any of the data they're collecting, because they're still sorting through what is actually for them. And eventually that information rots, because it's not just a thought form, it's a life form, it's alive. So how do you clear that rot? We're going to have a ritual for that too. I suggest y'all text my phone and remind me of all these things, because I'm saying it, but I'll forget. How do you know when you're in awakening? When you're in an awakening, when you're in the presence of awakened people? But let me tell you something and give you peace. Because if you're asking that question, you might believe that you're in the moment, you're in your moment of awakening. Let me give you some peace before you go too far and throw yourself to the wolves, before you have a chance to see just how divine you are and how divine you've always been. You are not having an awakening. You've always been awake. You're having an integration. That's what you're having. You're having an integration. You're having an acceptance, because you've always been awake. You've never been sleep. You've never not been consciousness. You're conscious. You've always been conscious. You're having, see, I can't even say it right. You're having an integration. You're accepting what you think you know right now, and you're taking that program on and you're becoming it. They call it an awakening because you change and you grow into a new level. But please don't let these little booger snot-nosed ass spiritualists tell you that you're not awake because you don't perceive reality as they do. You'll find in your awakening that you don't even come from the same place as half the people that are trying to tell you that you're not having an awakening. You've been awake. And this is the problem in the community right now. Everybody's trying to control the narrative of everybody else's consciousness. No, I teach self-mastery. What it means to you is how it will perform in your life. Straight up. What it means to you is how it will perform in your life. Some people see 444 and they think angel numbers, so they think the angels are with them. Some people see 444 and they think numerology, so they define it by that. How you define a thing is how it operates in your life. That's the power of being awakened. Awakening ain't shit, but I am now in control of my destiny. Instead of leaving it in the hands of something I'm always unsure of, i.e. the universe, God, or spirit guides, I'm saying my life is in my hands. Integration simply means I become. I become it. That's why a lot of y'all feel out of place, and I hope I'm giving you peace right now. I hope I'm giving you peace right now. That's why you feel out of place. That's why you feel like you don't belong anywhere, because you haven't integrated what you're picking up on. The problem is not that you can't integrate what you're picking up on. You've just avoided yourself in the pursuit of finding you. Ooh, shit. Oh my God. Said the way you bring this information in, speak it with such good energy so others can truly understand. I'm telling you, I could teach consciousness to an ant. And the reason for that is if I pull my finger to the side with a piece of chicken taped to it, and I pull it to the right and I pull it to the left, after 2 or 3 hours, that ant will be like that piece of chicken. You know what I'm saying? The ant will be like that piece of... In that moment, the ant has learned. I know how to teach it even to the most simplest of people, because sometimes complicated things drown out the purity of spirit. And I don't like that. I can get real deep and real complicated, but it's not always necessary. Says, shit, I've been knowledge hoarding and it's driving me crazy. That's because in the pursuit of all that you are, you've actually been avoiding yourself. Do you think, because there's a lot. There's a lot going on in the spiritual community right now. But do you believe for a moment that you need to access your Akashic record? Because I'm going to tell you right now. You don't need to access your Akashic record. You want to know why? Your behaviors are showing you that you are the living, breathing version of your Akashic record. Why do you need to look for something you already are? The deeper you look at it, the more you disconnect from it. Why do you think you can't get along with life? Because you looked at life so deep that you feel foreign to it. The program you had when you were born was perfect. I mean, I do mean perfect. But the more you looked at life, the further away you got from it. Now you're not sure what life is, which stops you from living, which brings me back to my original point of your intuition being an intelligence that learns from you. Now that you're avoiding life, your intuition is going to lead you to deeper things to help you further avoid life. Spiritual beings call it an awakening. I'm going to simply call it a reprogramming. You're just reprogramming yourself constantly. Peace, beautiful, peace. You're just reprogramming yourself constantly. Over and over and over again. The deeper you go into something, the further you get away from its whole picture. So because you believe you know what life is now, it's hard for you to actually live life. Somebody told you this was the Matrix. You saw the movie The Matrix, and now you believe that everyone you encounter is an agent. So now you can't live. Now you don't have friends. Trust me, why would you be put in a world you couldn't thrive in? You've been told that you were here to help raise the frequency of Gaia as if she actually needs your help when she's an intelligence herself. Right? We've been told all of these things to take us deeper into something which takes us further away from that very thing. Life was meant to be beautiful, not complicated, not annoying, not overbearing, not full of thousands of tests a month. Of course you're going to be tested. Of course you're going to go through things. Of course you're going to deal with things. But constantly, over and over and over again, is based off of how you programmed your intuition. That's why I tell people there actually is no real enemy outside of yourself. Because the deeper you go, the more artificial you find things. But the truth is, even your intuition is artificial because it changes its mind so much that you're not sure what's fact and what's false. And like I said, the only way to test what's false is by actually following through on what your intuition is telling you. Even if you were wrong. I often tell people this. So let's say you get this notion from your intuition, you get this inkling from your intuition that your mate is cheating on you. Say you're the realest king. Thank you. You get this notion that your mate is cheating on you, right? And so what do? You go run up to him and you go, "We're over. I can't believe you would cheat on me. My intuition told me you're cheating and my intuition never lies. I'm about to tell you what to do if it's wrong." But then you find out later on that they didn't cheat. So now you're filled with guilt. Now you feel like you ruined such a good thing in your life or that you thought was good. And furthermore, you don't trust your intuition anymore. The reason why your intuition gave you the incorrect answer is because you were using the person you were with as a means of boosting you away from your insecurities. And your intuition is not about right or wrong. It's leading you to your desires. You desired to figure out why you were so insecure. Well, fortunately, this you breaking your own heart by trusting your intuition and it being incorrect of what you thought was the truth will lead you to a deeper healing. Oftentimes people say it's the universe or you're going through a test, when truthfully you're putting yourself through a test. Not to grow and be greater, but to be more accurate in pinpointing of the true desires of your heart. When you desire to heal, more things break you because your intuition is leading you to the healing you desire. When you believe that being broken is the only way you can elevate in life, your intuition begins to lead you to more disaster. Get me? Intuition, this is why it's important for y'all to cleanse it often. Change the program often. Say, I don't like the what the hell was that? Uh-oh. Some just swooped through my ears. Anyway, that was weird. The volume just changed in my head. But intuition becomes positively accurate when you seek positive things. If your intuition is constantly leading you to disaster, it's because you're seeking damage in order to teach yourself to how do I say this? In order to teach yourself to remain safe and not do things that are going to hurt you. You were taught you were broken. And so your intuition is trying to lead you to wholeness. But first it has to lead you through broken things so you can learn your worth that a lot of people claim they already know. This is why we did the self-love ritual. It was an integration of self-worth. Integration is more important than anything. So can you give us a story with it leading us to money, but being it was wrong? Intuition does that all the time because nobody likes to be broke. And so intuition will say, go to the store, go to the store, go to the store and buy a lottery ticket. You're going to win today. And so you're like, yo, I'm going to win the lottery. And so you go to the store and you buy that ticket and you don't win. And so you're like, what the hell? Like, what did I do wrong? Why would you lead me here? Because your intuition is trying to lead you away from desperation. The true desire that you have is to live a life where you're not worried about money, right? And the only way to not worry about money is to not worry about making it and worry about having it. And so you have to be broken down from that place of desperation, because your desperation will lead you to more heartache than it will good results. You understand? So your intuition, I'm telling you, your intuition is not about right or wrong. It's about your desires, which could be right or wrong in your opinion or perception. So what happens when you have no movement in life right now? That would be impossible. There's always movement. You're just not moving with it. You're just not moving with it. Even being still is movement. What you're really saying to me is, if life has no movement right now, you're not pleased with where you are, and you have no idea where you want to go. You have to decide to be happy right now in order to be happy later. You have to decide to have peace right now in order to have it later. You got to decide to have joy right now in order to have it later. Greetings, greetings. You know what I'm saying? You've got to literally be in the space you desire to be in. You got to become that space. Because if you think life has no movement, say, what if your intuition is telling you someone is the one? Your intuition is more than likely lying. Because if you're afraid of the one, let's say that, for example, okay? If you're afraid of love, right? You're scared, you're apprehensive about it. You don't know if it's going to hurt you or not. Your intuition will lead you to the error in your own ways so that you don't be desperate for something and miss a detail and get hurt anyway. The intuition is learning from you and it's trying to guide you to your true desires. But your intuition saying they're the one is nothing but the program based off the research you've done on what the one may be. Like soulmate, twin flame, all that kind of stuff. Once you get desperate about your soulmate and your twin flame, your intuition starts leading you to everything that appears that way. Not because it's trying to lead you to danger, but so you can let go of the idea that this is build a person. This is build a mate. This ain't build a mate. I mean, there's billions of people in the world, and you may have all of these standards for what you seek in a mate, but none for what you have to offer. And so intuition has to let you know that not only your desires matter, because we're not meant to live in this world alone, and we're not meant to walk around this world like only our desires matter. Even the person you desire to be with has to get something from you in return. And it's not just the things that you've already quantified in your head that you're willing to offer. There are things you will run into with your true mate, the true one, the true one that you weren't even prepared to offer. But will you? A lot of times we look at all of our relationships like that. Our friendship, this is how much I'm going to give them. And then get mad when they give us nothing. You don't even meet a quarter of the requirements because everybody's walking around with all these requirements. And it's doing what for us? Nothing. That's why we all sitting by ourselves. My mate gonna be this, my mate gonna do this, and if they do this, I can't really rock with them. Not the stuff that's gonna hurt you or harm you. I'm talking about the simple stuff, like the stuff that don't matter, the stuff that's irrelevant, the stuff that changes constantly. And we always gripe about these things, and so your intuition is trying to lead you to the person you desire to have, all the aesthetics, all of that. But something is missing, because the truth is we cannot control another person. We cannot control another person's narrative. We cannot control their personality and who they're becoming. Because if we do that, what we're really doing is manipulating them. And the manipulation is not love. So I wasn't ready to offer up but so much, so I dipped. And in that respect, there's the error. There's the error. You know what I'm saying? What it is, bro. Take a sip of my juice. Am I clear on what I've been saying about intuition? Because now I know some of y'all looking at y'all intuition like it's a robot. Good. 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 It's as intelligent as you make it. And I know what I'm saying is fact. Because if you came from two different belief systems, right? Let's say you're woke, and I always got to do Christians versus woke, because that's the battle that's going on constantly, okay? Let's go Christians versus woke, right? I love the example because it proves what I'm talking about right now. You think your sexuality is sacred, so you out there doing whatever you want to do. A Christian thinks that your sexuality is a sin. Their intuition is going to lead them to tell you that you're living a sinful life. Your intuition is going to lead you to tell them that they need to set themselves free sexually. Who's right and who's wrong? Neither. Because you can't control another person's narrative. Your intuition even learns, for the people who do readings in here, it learns while you're doing the reading. Why do you think it takes you 5 to 10 minutes just to go deeper? You start talking, at first you're on the phone like, well, I'm picking up on this, this, and this. And then the person goes, well, I am dealing with a lot of this. Your intuition goes, now it latches. Now it's latched. Now that it's latched, it's grabbing the information that's being hidden. And then you go deeper. It's just an intelligence. It's just an intelligence. Again, the difference between intuition and channeling is intuition is something you program to seek the desires of your heart. It maps out the things that you truly desire. Your channel is when you're picking up on signals from other sources. No, facts. Don't forget to give them their ish back. Don't forget. Because if your intuition is constantly learning and you don't cleanse after a session, trust me, your life is going to start looking like your client's life. Or you get on the phone and you have another session and it seems like the messages are repetitive because your intuition is simply still following the map of what you did not finish when you were on the phone with the client. Because the truth is, one session with a practitioner is not enough. You could never talk about everything that needs to be talked about, but your intuition will continue to seek the solution. It will continue to seek the solution. So now, weeks later, you're still picking up on messages for this person. You think it's spirit telling you, but your intuition is still working within that space you didn't cleanse from. Let that be a heads up for the practitioners, the new and the veterans. We're about to cleanse right now. Well, in a minute, we're about to cleanse right now. And I'm going to explain a couple processes while we cleanse. You understand? On how you can cleanse your intuition. Remember, magic is unlimited. Your methods are created by you, not by anybody else. I have my methods. Okay? I have my methods. My methods are effective because I've trained my methods. But you may identify differently. You know what I'm saying? Let's use the talk of elements real quick. Let's use the talk of elements. Some people cleanse their intuition, or cleanse, because I haven't seen too many people cleanse their intuition. You may cleanse the energy from your session, but not the program from your intuition. So water may be your cleanser. Fire may be your cleanser. Wind may be your cleanser, or earth may be your cleanser. Some of you who meditate often, that's etheric cleansing. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing but etheric energy. You know what I mean? Nothing but. But it depends on the elements you use and how you put those elements together, and the intention you set within those elements, and also trusting the intent you set. Because if you set intention, this is why this type of shit ain't for everybody. Because if you set the intent and you doubt the intent, nothing actually happened. Nothing. You just lit a candle and it just looks nice. You poured water over your head and it felt good. It did absolutely nothing because the law you set for it, you didn't trust. Said, is the violet flame cleansing enough? Isn't the violent flame, let them tell it, for your traumas and your pains? So I wouldn't say the violet flame is enough. This is why I don't play with other people's definitions of things, because their definitions are limited. Very, very limited. Thank you. Very, 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 very limited. But that's just me. I don't come from this dimension. Said violet is also for many things. That's what I mean. Violet could be for anything. White can be for anything. Black can be for anything. That's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean. Look how everybody's perception is different, which means your perception is the only one that matters in correlation and connection to self, not to others. Just like that, my point was proven. Just how unlimited the nature of magic is. Are y'all ready for part 2 of this ritual? And before we even get started, I want everybody to write this code down, because I already got the code. I already got everything set up. Everything ready to go. Everything's ready to gizzo. Okay? The code is 90 90 99. Somebody's like, what does the code mean? 9 representing your spiritual nature, 0 being your perception. Intuition works off of your perception. That's why some people are only led towards disastrous thing. Conspiracy theorists think everything is a conspiracy because their intuition is searching for the conspiracy in everything. Like, why do they make mason jar caps like that? Get what I'm saying? Nope, write it on a new piece of paper. 90 90 99. 90 90 99. 90 90 99. And this piece of paper, you're going to take it and you're going to rub it all over your crown. All over your crown. While we listen to this incantation, I'm going to take you over to the table of purification, and I want you to actually stare into these flames and watch. Them flames is over there going crazy too. I didn't think that I put too much potent energy into it, but it got twice as potent the longer it sat there. The glass that's in front where the water's darker, that's to cleanse the parasites out of your intuition, because people can lay eggs in your intuition. And the other 2 glasses represents the purity from the left and the right hemispheres. Okay. Let me start the incantation. That's all I want you to do with the piece of paper too. That's it, just the number, and rub it on yourself. Shit, rub it all over. If you're at home right now and you have any jewelry that you wear, like on your ears, in your nose, around your hair, in your locks, all that kind of stuff, I want you to rub it on there too. Because we can store intuition in things too. Because if it's an intelligence, it can exist in many spaces, even a glass of water. If you don't have any of that at home, or you feel like, okay, I don't really identify with the whole writing the code and rubbing it on myself, because you're going to burn it when we're done, okay? If you don't identify that, I want you to go get it, go in the kitchen, and I want you to pour yourself a glass of cool water. And I want you to take that code and I want you to write it on that glass of water. And I want you to sit it on your head until we're done. That means take both hands, cup the glass and hold it here. The water representing purification. See, purification by fire leaves ashes. Purification by water just leaves more moisture to be cleansed, more orbs or dimensions for knowledge to exist in. So that's why I said a glass of water. And there goes my left ear. Now shake. Just like that. Just like that. My left ear is like, whoa. Whoa. I think you should do it with your pendulum. I think you should cleanse your pendulum, actually, to actually work with your intuition better. Program it better, make it stronger. Bigger, better, faster, stronger. Let me start playing this incantation. Hold on, let me go into documents. I hope y'all have enjoyed this so far. So what happens if it spills? Does that mean anything? Just asking. Don't even ask that. Don't even ask that. Because remember, your instincts cause your body to move. So if your intuition is looking for something to go wrong during this incantation, your body will respond to that through your instincts. Don't even ask that. Don't even ask that. It don't matter if it do spill. Hell, if it's gonna spill, think of the positive version of it. The positive. If you spill some water on your head right now, we'll call it a cleansing / baptism into the energy of yourself. Okay? Don't add any negative connotations to it. Don't worry. Don't add worry to it. Just talk to yourself like you want your intuition to be purified. Because while you're rubbing this paper on yourself, I want you to talk to your intuition. If you're driving and you're not at home right now, just write the code down somewhere and you do this when you get home because the code is charged. So it'll work regardless. While we're doing this, after you get done doing what you're supposed to be doing, then my moderators, will share my payment links and you can send your donation for today's ritual. Okay? Hold on, let me find this. Let me turn it down because this one's kind of loud. Oh, I'll let her rub my eye. No.
Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight, intuitive movements, intuitive light, intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true, the voice is so right.
What you do with the water afterwards is take it outside and dash it in the grass or the rocks. Not the sidewalk. In the street, the grass, or the rocks. Let me take y'all to the rituals table. Hold on. Jenkins.
I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than I can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than I can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than I can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit
Y'all did the work. I'll be back.
Further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's Intuition's a tool, and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool, and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool, and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool, and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool, and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool, and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth. The spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear. Intuition is right. Intuitive moments. Intuitive sight. Intuitive movements. Intuitive light. Intuitive mapping. Intuitive light. Intuition's a tool, and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused. It works when I listen. The voice is so clear. The voice is so true. The voice is so righteous. The voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed. It's time to be pure. Removing the doubt. It's time to be sure. Flowing like water. A water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion. Removing the tricks. Removing the lies. Removing the glitch. Removing the fog. Removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission. For helping me see within and without. For speaking so soft. For speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing
just
the
a little
issue.
while longer.
Clear when things come against you. Intuition, intuition. I'm giving you thanks for help with my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen. Guiding me further than eyes can perceive. Accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. flowing like water, a water so clean, intuitive oceans flow like a stream, removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than I can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than I can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than I can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than I can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than I can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than I can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true. The voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure. Removing the doubt, it's time to be sure. Flowing like water, a water so clean. Intuitive oceans flow like a stream. Removing confusion, removing the tricks. Removing the lies, removing the glitch. Removing the fog, removing the issue. Revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than I can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right. Intuitive moments, intuitive sight. Intuitive movements, intuitive light. Intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice voice is so true, the voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure, removing the doubt, it's time to be sure, flowing like water, a water so clean, intuitive oceans flow like a stream, removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than eyes can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right, intuitive moments, intuitive sight, intuitive movements, intuitive light, intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true, the voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure, removing the doubt, it's time to be sure, flowing like water, a water so clean, intuitive oceans flow like a stream, removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than eyes can perceive, accurate movements intuitively.
About 3 more minutes.
Clear, intuition is right, intuitive moments, intuitive sight, intuitive movements, intuitive light, intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true, the voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure, removing the doubt, it's time to be sure, flowing like water, a water so clean, intuitive oceans flow like a stream, removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than eyes can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right, intuitive moments, intuitive sight, intuitive movements, intuitive light, intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true, the voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure, removing the doubt, it's time to be sure, flowing like water, a water so clean, intuitive oceans flow like a stream, removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than eyes can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right, intuitive moments, intuitive sight, intuitive movements, intuitive light, intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true, the voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure, removing the doubt, it's time to be sure, flowing like water, a water so clean, intuitive oceans flow like a stream, removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than eyes can perceive, accurate movements intuitively. Intuition is clear, intuition is right, intuitive moments, intuitive sight, intuitive movements, intuitive light, intuitive mapping, intuitive light. Intuition's a tool and the tool is efficient. It works when I'm focused, it works when I listen. The voice is so clear, the voice is so true, the voice is so righteous, the voice is the proof. It's time to be cleansed, it's time to be pure, removing the doubt, it's time to be sure, flowing like water, a water so clean, intuitive oceans flow like a stream, removing confusion, removing the tricks, removing the lies, removing the glitch, removing the fog, removing the issue, revealing it clear when things come against you. Intuition, I'm giving you thanks for helping my mission, for helping me see within and without, for speaking so soft, for speaking so loud. Everything's clear when I trust intuition. The spirit of truth, the spirit will listen, guiding me further than eyes can perceive, accurate movements intuitively.
Ashe, and we finished at 4:56. Progress. Hold on, I'm coming back. Give me a minute. Hey, don't stop the music now. How does everybody feel? Woo! Yes and yes, you can burn the paper now and you can throw the water in the grass. Ooh. Well, luckily your third eye is coming up soon. Well, there's rocks and there's a street. All of that, burn it. The statement you wrote of the notes you took, keep that. But everything else, burn it. Said I rub this damn paper everywhere, even on my fupa. Foolish. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. She rubbed it on the fupa. She was not playing, bruh. I'm letting everybody unwind for a moment. Everybody unwind. Said, do I sell spiritual herbs for baths? Not yet. I will eventually. But yeah, everyone, what y'all think of that incantation? It's my beat, is what she's saying. Mine, me, king. I'd be him, he'd be me. Like, y'all like that incantation though? It was fire, Ooh. I'm him, Himothy. $90.90.99. That was the code. Yeah, I had to step out. The incantation had my crib going crazy. And I'm like, oh. No, okay, cool. I'm like, no, okay, cool. You can rewatch the replay on YouTube later on. Wild Wealthy Shaman on YouTube. Moderators, did y'all put my payment links in the comments for donations for today's ritual? I wasn't present to watch it. Like, I wasn't present to watch it. Let me tell y'all something. If your intuition can map out the desires of your heart, because I want to give y'all another free gem here. Let's say you desire more money, right? And let's say the opportunity slides across the table. Said, did T leave? She said the Bible's off of her. Where the hell did T go? Where the hell did T go? But if you can desire more money, right? Just an example. And an opportunity comes to you that you don't want to take. Do you feel guilty that you didn't take the opportunity? Says she left, the vibe was weird. Her vibe or the vibe of the room? Because the vibe of the room was fine. Maybe she's just feeling off today. So we're going to check on T. See what's going on with her. But let's say this opportunity slides across the table. Let's say this opportunity slides across the table and you don't want it. You shouldn't feel bad for not taking it, because the evidence of the opportunity, or the opportunity itself, is evidence that your desires are working for you. Now, you have to learn how to harness the energy of the opportunity. How much money you were going to make, this, that, and the fourth. And then get back home, go to your lab, and be more specific about what you want. You know what I'm saying? Be more specific about what you want. Some opportunities you're going to have to take. Some opportunities you are going to have to take because they are in alignment with your desires going forward, the big ones you have. They're going to introduce you to the things that you said you really wanted that felt nearly impossible for you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to set you up for prosperity. If you request for a private session, it's going to be a while before I get to you for your private session. Why? Because it's already like 3 people before you, and they've been waiting a couple weeks. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to be patient. I'll probably get to it quicker once I catch up with them. But because I'm doing this, it's hard for me to do those sessions too. So just a heads up. But you can send your donation. A private session with me is $125 for the half hour. Just a heads up. I don't do donation-based private sessions, nah. So I went live just before coming here, and this guy wants to pay me $5K just to chat. Girl, you better go get your conversation on. Nah, and if you do have a session with me, I just need you to text me and keep reminding me. I told y'all I'm barely in this realm. People don't believe me till they don't get a response from my phone. They're like, where is he? I'm here, but I'm not. Yeah, you can burn it later. But yeah, so you have to learn how to harness the energy of the opportunity. Thank you for donating. And all of you who didn't donate yet, go donate for today's ritual. If you absolutely don't have anything to donate, it's totally fine. You know what I'm saying? If you absolutely don't have anything to donate, it's totally fine. Said, oh geez, the water is full of bubbles. Said Pix is actually what he want. That's $5K though. If that's what you want, if that's what you do your thing. You harness energy by using the elements that are familiar to you. Let's say I put out a jar of water. Let's say I love water. You can put out a jar of water, right? And put the intention into the water to collect the energy from the opportunities you just skipped over. You understand? You can do that with a flame too. You can tell the flame to boost the opportunities within you. Same thing with grounding. You can ground things that make you avoid said opportunities. And then in that case, you're harnessing energy. And it's not necessarily as difficult as everybody says it is. You don't have to get down into a meditative pose. Magic is unlimited, which means the way it works is unlimited also. Said, hi, I'm late. Very, very, very late. Very. But if you haven't sent in your donation yet, go to godkingsoon.net, godkingsoon.net. And all those payments are there. The payment links are there on the Spoil Me page where it asks for donations. That's where it is. Good, good. You should sleep well tonight. It doesn't really matter what your sign is, because your sign, you could be an earth sign, a water sign, a water sign, a fire sign, an air sign, and still find a better connection with another element. It's the one that feels most comfortable to you. It's not necessarily something you have to feel. It's just something you have to trust. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you have to trust. It's something you have to allow to be in your space and trust that it's actually there. Yeah, go chat him up. Go chat him up. If that's what you do for a living, that's what you do for a living. I'm not hating on your hustle. Get to your bag. You'll never hear me hate on your hustle. I don't care what you do. But yeah, you have to see how it exists in your space and how it manifests. And then you'll understand how your magic works, because it doesn't really matter how anybody's teaching you how magic works until you see how your magic works, and then you see how you can use your magic in correlation to what you're learning now. So it's all about self-mastery for me. Said thank you, King, because I was definitely asking a lot of questions. Oh, it's no problem. Maybe that's what happened with T. Maybe she was just overwhelmed. Said King, I'm confused. I'm subscribed, but now it says to subscribe. Maybe your subscription ran out. There's two options when you subscribe to the live stream. You have the one where you pay for the month, and then you have the reoccurring payment. Like it's like $5.99 a month for the subscription. Said I hope you get a chance to help us break the astrology chokehold. I'll think about it, because I don't want to get attacked for my unique view on things. But I'll definitely have that ritual. But I know for a fact that that's going to happen in a private sector. Because if I live stream it, they're going to report me. They're going to come at my head. Spiritualists already think everybody in the world don't like them. So what if you rock with multiple elements? Go to the one that your intuition is leading you to. Yeah, I got to do that private, because I ain't trying to get blocked just to help people get out of astrology if that's what they want to do. Because I know most people don't even like to hear that, because they didn't even think it was possible. All things are possible. And with me in this dimension, you're going to learn that real fast. Do you have Patreon? Nope. But yeah, let your magic be unlimited. Today we've cleansed your intuition. Now you get to program it how you choose. Said this hit. Gratitude, King, showing love from Jules Gang. Gratitude and love. Gratitude and love to you. Thank you for coming in. Said I just learned about karmic lives, energy, etc. Is that a real thing? It's as real as you make it in your life. Even if it is valid, how valid is something you don't lay claim to? Because if you're not laying claim to it, it doesn't have that much control over you. Yeah, that astrology ritual is going to be private. But I will announce it. I will announce it on my TikTok and on my other social media, and where it's going to be. We're probably just going to have it on just one of the messaging apps. Because that's just one of those things. Like I did want to have I also did want to have like a sexual energy cleanse too. Can't do that live either. So, gotta be careful. Yeah, Telegram, not Zoom. It's gonna be on Telegram. Because I'll actually get to talk about it in a way that I understand it. And we'll talk about origins and all that kind of stuff, where you come from and how that correlates to your life now and where you're headed and your destiny. So I love your wisdom. Thank you. I'm older than I tell people, because they won't believe me if I told them. But I say the same thing about astrology. They're like, you have a birth chart. I don't. I'm a lot older than that. And when I allow some new system to come in to take me away from my original system, who do I become then? Not better. I become lesser, because I was constantly growing. So, but we'll get there. But I want to thank everybody for your participation today. If you haven't yet sent your donation, my moderators are putting the links in the comments. GotKingSoon.net. All of the payment links are there on my website too, so you ain't got to miss out on sending your donation. Don't hear no excuses. Said I made it to 29 days. I'm proud of me. I normally throw in the towel. Yeah, don't. Yeah, don't. Yeah, don't. Yeah, don't. You want to do a ritual on dominance? You're going to have to text me that. You're going to text me that. We can definitely do it. How do you figure out your original system? We'll talk about it. First, we got to break you out of the traps you're in. Then your original system, which is already present, will come forth. Said you don't look a day over infinity. Vontre, bro, what the... Thanks, man. And it's okay if you couldn't donate. It's okay. I'm not saying you have to. I mean, you have to if you're going to participate. But if you can't, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping on that. If you can and you're choosing not to, I detest you. Like, come on now. Said I didn't make it to the business ritual. It's on my YouTube. It is on my YouTube. It's there. Wild Wealthy Shaman. Shouts out to my moderators today. I have no idea what the hell y'all were going through while the incantation was playing, but apparently T left, and I'm gonna have to talk to her about that. I'm really gonna have to talk to her about that. One, to check on how she's doing. Two, because I don't like that. Like, why? Can I do a thank you? Can I do a big donation overall, or should I donate per day, per ritual? Somebody else did a big donation overall, and I'll allow it. I don't, if that's what you want to do, that's what you do. I'm not gonna say no. Can I do multiple rituals a day? I would not advise it. I would not advise it. I advise you take your time with each one. But shouts out to the mods. I can't believe that just kind of killed my vibe. I'm like, where's T at, bro? T be going hard. Like, what happened? What happened? Who done pissed her off in here? They probably not even in here no more. They probably not even here no more. Like, real talk. I'm like, she was going hard, I bet. Like, I bet. But I honor and I love my moderators. And all donations for the $1,200 giveaway for the raffle will be sent to my Cash App and my PayPal. But every time you send a payment for a raffle ticket, which are just $5 a ticket, the giveaway is on the 27th. Make sure you text my phone and send me evidence of your payments for that, because I have to keep track of that so I can make sure I have your correct amount of entries. Okay? It's $5 a ticket. Like, it's $5 a ticket. So, just to let y'all know. Said the energy was very high today. It was. I'm still good. Yep, you can get multiple tickets. It's $5 a ticket. What's the raffle for? On the 27th, I'll be giving away $1,200. The $500 for somebody's business and the $500 for someone's Christmas, that's not raffle mode. I'll figure out a way to give those things away. Who the just tried to call my phone? Boom! Whoa! But yeah, the two $500 prizes will be for, I don't know how I'm gonna give those away just yet. Those are blessings. You know what I'm saying? Those are blessings. So I don't know how I'm gonna choose those people. Maybe I'll just keep an eye out for those that participate in the ritual and then write their names down, and I can do a raffle with that too. It's just, I'm not selling raffle tickets for that. Yeah, it's the same payment links, y'all. Just make sure you hit me up and let me know and send me evidence that you sent payment for your raffle tickets. I got a total of 4,000 raffle tickets. You can buy as many as you want to. You can get as many people as you want to in on the raffle. Don't care. I'm just ready to give somebody $1,200. And the more people buy raffle tickets, the more possibilities I have to actually give money away. And I kind of love giving money away versus just gifts, because if I give someone a gift, that the pleasure of that runs out. But let's say my money looking real sexy, right? Yep, you can go buy it now. Let's say my money looking real sexy, right? Where it's supposed to be, because where I think it's supposed to be is in the billions. So let's say my money looking real sexy. I'll be able to give out upwards of $6,000, $7,000 a month. Just blow it. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, just give it to someone. So I want to keep doing the raffles, because I believe the raffle is a good way to raise more money. And the more money I raise, the more I can give away. These donation-based rituals is how I'm giving away the original $1,200, though. That's from money I've earned, not money from people donating for the raffle. Yeah, send it to my number. Send it to my number. And all of my cell phone messages now go to my laptop, so I'll be able to respond. So I'll be checking my laptop's messages later on this evening and writing out tickets. Make sure you send your payment with your name, because I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to know who you are. I know you don't want me to call you by your Cash App tag. That's weird, and I'm not going to do it. I'd rather call you by your name. Farouk in the building, you late, papa? But what it is, bro, I love you. Said I still see that bowl expanding. It all depends on how the people push it. Because I know they ain't never seen, I hate bringing race into the issue, but they've never seen a black guy give away money like I'm about to give away stuff. You know what I'm saying? They never seen it, like, because on TikTok, people who look like me are hidden from the public eye, and I have no idea why. I can't say it's because they hate people like me, because there's plenty of white people in here right now that love and adore me. So I can't say it's because they hate people like me. It's just because my aesthetic is not pleasing to the public eye yet, which I'm working on, because I love aesthetics anyway, so I might as well work on it. Quality over quantity. So it's because of the aesthetic of it. But I'm telling you, the more money we raise, the more I can give away, the more I can update my equipment. I'm about to go buy a desk pretty soon. I'm about to get my whole bedroom set up for streaming, because something that I learned the very first day, I know I'm just rambling on, but I got to talk to you about this. So please bear with me. The more, like, remember the first day, right? Remember when TikTok gave me TikTok Live Studio, right? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember how excited I was? Y'all remember I was freaking crying, bruh, because I was excited that I could stream and do the money mantra ritual from the laptop by playing the video on YouTube, all while interacting with you with a high quality sound. That day changed me. Oh, that was you that called. I ain't gonna cuss you out. But yeah, that day changed me. I had called my friend on the phone after I got off that live stream, and I'm on the phone crying because when I was younger, this is something that I always wanted to do. My mother, when I was a Christian, she kept us in the church and she kept us going to go feed the homeless. We would do it every weekend. And my brother, my oldest brother, he would get an attitude. Like, I don't want to go feed the homeless. Me, I was excited because I wanted to hear their stories. And also, I wanted to dream big on what I could do for them one day. Better than feeding them, I want to be able to house them. Not only house them, I want to be able to rehabilitate them and introduce them to the world. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to introduce them to the world again. You feel me? But there's no way of doing that if I don't open up a way for me to make money, even when I'm not trying to. And so donation-based things, when people send in donations and things like that, I'm able to take some of that money and put it to the side and make plans to bless others. And then there's some people that literally watch my live streams that are homeless. And I would love to, and although I'm warning y'all right now so people don't think when I get up there, he's just doing it for clout chasing. First of all, yes. Second of all, because I want to bless, but I'm definitely going to get it on camera when I come drop 10 bands on you. I'm definitely going to get it on camera when I bring you your brand new car. You understand? I'm definitely going to get it on camera when I give you the keys to your new house. Why? Because the more people that see me blessing, the more people will bless me. And the more people bless me, the more I can bless you. That's how I am. That's how I am. It used to be everyone first. Now it's me first. Because I understand that I'm righteous even with my movements, even when I am seeking money. Like, okay, let's get this bread. Let's get this bread. I already know what I'm going to do with it because I've been this way since I was a little one. Just a little G. Now I'm a big G. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to bless people and give people life and let them know that above all, that there's still people in the world that care. The reason why people who get homeless and struggle a lot don't ever stop struggling is because they're looking for some form of companionship from the world, but the world treats them like they're nasty and foul just because they're going through something, just for those same people who mistreated them to go through the same thing and have to see exactly how they treated other people by the way they're going to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to show people that people still care in this world. I've never been the kind of person. Did I bring up? I gave away $200. Was it last month? I gave away $200 last month. Did y'all see me keep bringing it up? Well, I gave such $200. She should be grateful. No, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'd rather you understand that people care, because I understand one thing above all, because I used to be the same way, and sometimes it still crosses my mental. But that's why most people want to kill themselves. That's why most people want to unalive themselves, because they've run out of people who care. And they're too nervous to reach out to people who could possibly care, because they got on the nerves of the people that claim to care about them the most. And so what do? As blessers, we pull up on them. We pull up on them and we tell them, like, yo, I don't even know you from a grain of salt, but I know this one thing. You deserve to be blessed regardless. Said if you ever want anyone to go with you to gift others, it would be an honor. I'm glad you said that. Look at my fingers, look at my hand. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Because right now, the way that my blessing train is working, right? As I gain up more financial abundance to be able to do so, I'm going to expand from sending people money to traveling outside of the country to other countries and actually blessing people in other countries. So yes, I will buy you a plane ticket and you go on with me. You go on with me. I'd rather stay in the energy of the blessed than to stay around the energy of the desperate. I'd rather go to someone desperate and tell them they deserve to be blessed so they can calm down on desperate energy, because desperate energy leads you to do desperate things. Once you do desperate things, you can destroy your life and be in an even worse situation. And these are things I understand because I've been desperate. And I share my testimony with y'all to let you know that it's possible for you to get out. I don't care what you're doing. You could be hoeing, stripping, OnlyFans, selling drugs. You could be the whole nine, right? You could be doing all of that. But just understand this for those that are doing it. For those that are doing it, that won't always be your narrative. So tonight, when you swinging around that pole and you think, I really hate this, understand that the source, God, the universe, the supreme architect, still has a plan for you. You are not forgotten. You are not neglected. You are not out in the wilderness by yourself. You still got someone looking out for you. The only issue there is your definition of self-worth. Not saying what you do is making you lose self-worth. You feel like you're worthless. That's why you're desperate. I ain't talking about what you do. That's not what I'm getting at, because I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. For those of you in here thinking, oh, I'm a stripper, he's judging me. No, I let a stripper come live with me. I fell in love with a stripper. She bopping, she rolling. She climbing that pole. Do y'all know where I'm from? I'm from Vegas, bruh. I'm from the life, trust me. I'm from the life. I went to being with a stripper to working at a center for call girls. I went from working at a center for call girls to selling drugs. I went from selling drugs to B&E. Do you know what B&E is? All because I was desperate. My life was hell at the time and I was looking for a little bit of heaven. And the evilest of things in this world always look like a quick shot of heaven. I was willing to do whatever. Said, what's B&E? Breaking and entering. See, that's why I don't judge a soul, because we all have a past. Some of us are ashamed of our past. I'm glad that I have a past, because me having a past means that I'm so prepared to have a greater future. Most people didn't survive their past. That's why in their present they feel dead. But my goal is to even bring them back to life. It's in the plans, bruh. I just don't think, and I'm not religious, okay? I just don't think just because you've done something wrong in your life, God goes, I wash my hands with you. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. Is Antonio in here? Why y'all wishing Antonio happy birthday? Antonio is at the movies. Antonio texts me. Antonio is at the movies watching Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Wakanda forever. Watching Black Panther. Is Antonio in here? Because if Antonio's not going to see these comments, I'm mad at y'all. Where's Antonio? Exactly. God is forgiving. You were forgiven before. God knew what you was going to do before you did it. He going to know what you was going to do when you did. No, let me do something for Antonio real quick. Antonio won't see it till after the rent. Antonio won't see this till after the rent. But happy birthday. No. Hey, yo. Woo! I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't tell Antonio I did that, bro. Nobody tell Antonio I did that. Just let that part be a surprise. I want to see how much Antonio loved me. I want to see if Antonio will cut the video off and be like, nah, that ain't it. I want to see if Antonio texts me and be like, nah, that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that wasn't it. But Antonio, this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yeah, you like that. You gotta, if you're gonna do the many mores, remember I told y'all a while back. Remember, if you're gonna do the many mores, you gotta move your lips like that when you do it. You gotta go, and many more, and many more. And next time you sing somebody happy birthday, if you don't do the lips, I'm coming for your bottom lip. That's it. You're gonna be bottom lipless. Lipless. They're gonna call you Lipless Lisa. That's what they're gonna call you. Play with me. Put Antonio Cash App back in the comments again. If y'all want to donate for Antonio's birthday. Antonio deserves it though. Antonio goes through hell mentally. Antonio is also autistic. For those of you who don't know, one of the most genius autistic people I've ever met, but goes through a lot. You know what I mean? So what happened to kneecaps? No, I'm coming for lips. If you don't make them quiver when you say and many more, you better more. Yeah, Antonio needs it. And to not because Antonio is in desperate need of money, because Antonio needs to know that we love him even when he's struggling to love himself. You understand? And many more. People who can't sing, swear to God, if you move your lips enough, you blowing. I swear they be like, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Or they open their mouth, they make their mouth do this. No. No. You stop it. Boy, if you don't stop acting like they doing something. When I was in the church, it was always them people on solo Sundays. On solo Sundays, lips be going crazy. But yeah, happy birthday, Antonio, with your old ass. I know how old you really are because you put it out on the internet and I saw it. You should have never told me. The old sage Antonio, you should have never told me. You should have never told the world. Now I know how old you are, old man. What it is, old man. Like, now I know I can't come mess with your knees. They're already bad. You know what I'm saying? Old man. I'm joking with you. I love you, Antonio. When you see this, just know I love you. Just know, though, I will come snatch your forehead off your forehead if you don't get out there and live your best life. Just know that's how much I love you. Just know. Just know. But yeah, y'all, so that's the plan. That's the plan. I'm understanding what I can do now. And all of these things that I'm going to be doing simultaneously, building up Orun Technologies to help train people on energy. I just saw another invention for Orun Technologies while the incantation was playing, which lets me know that even though I didn't necessarily participate in the ritual per se, my intuition was cleansed too. Because for the last 6 or 7 days, I haven't been able to think straight or focus straight or even channel straight into my business, Orun Technologies. So, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, let's get these pictures real quick. Where did my music go? Why did it stop? What is going on here? I didn't tell you to stop. But yeah. So gotta throw in King's payment links again. I know, don't forget about the $5 raffle tickets. You can get as many raffle tickets as you want. And if you smart, you get your family in on the deal. Because trust me, if I sell, listen to me, this is my promise. If I sell $2,000 in raffle tickets, the amount that I'm giving away will go up to $1,500. Every $2,000, it will go up $250. Understand? And it's going to keep going up until the 27th. It all depends. It all depends. It all depends. I'm looking forward to really blessing somebody with that. First of all, to my moderators. Moderators, I hope you're here listening. And somebody text T and tell her I said it. Y'all automatically got 5 entries in the raffle. So I need y'all to text me your exact name. You know what I'm saying? Whole name. Y'all automatically got 5 entries. Y'all bet not none of my moderators send me money for a ticket, or I'll cuss you and your whole family out. Okay? Don't even play with me. Y'all automatically in it. Because y'all work hard and y'all do this work for me without me having to ask y'all. And I don't know how to show my gratitude to you in a way that actually counts. So, I'm going to put you in the raffle also. Okay? And you don't have to send a donation in for a raffle. If you do, that's just extra on top of your 5. You already got 5. It's already 5. Okay? It's already 5. Okay? And somebody text Antonio. Somebody text Antonio and tell Antonio as a happy birthday gift, he's got 5 bonus entries too. Because I don't know what to do for Antonio for his birthday. I don't even really celebrate my own, so I suck at other people's birthdays. So, you're not a mod, but I've been meaning to make you a mod. So hold on. I've been meaning to. There you go. Shout out to Resh. Shouts out to Resh, the new moderator in the building. I'll be texting Antonio as soon as we're out of here. And at the end of the text, say Wakanda forever. Yeah. Say Wakanda forever. Hey, it depends on how y'all act this month. I don't want too many moderators because moderators can conflict with one another too, though. Said, you know the best gift you can give him? Let him send you the present he has for you. Remind me, Bailey, to send him my address. Yeah, it depends on how y'all act this. Look, hey. Look who just came in here. Look who just came up in here. Antonio in the building. What it is, birthday man. What it is, birthday elder. What it is, birthday gramps. Bailey says, speak of the devil. Speak of the elderly. Speak of the elderly. What it is, Antonio. Yeah, we ain't here talking about you. We ain't here talking about you. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. So I'm going to let you see your surprise when you rewatch the live at the end. Okay? But I'm going to give you your other gift right now. So Antonio said, King, you elderly. Shut up, Day. You don't expose me while I'm exposing other people. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. So, Antonio, I want to gift you, because I don't know how to gift you right. Well, 2 things, because Bailey just convinced me too. One, surprise number 1, you get 5 free entries into the $1,200 drawing at the end of the month. Said 33 not old. You're not supposed to remember my age. Okay? You're not supposed to remember my age. But Antonio, you got 5 free entries into the $1,000 or the $1,200 giveaway. And depending on how many people buy raffle tickets, that number could go up. Yep, I'm not playing. I'm serious. Surprise number 2. Surprise number 2. You got to remind me, though. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Maybe late this evening. I'll send you my address so you can finally send me my gift. Said, King, I got shoes older than you. You need to throw them away. You need to throw them away. If them shoes older than you, need to throw them away. Them shoes could tell me what to do. I'm just a lonely hill, but you're going to do what the hell I say. But yeah, Antonio. And I figure it's not that great of a gift to you to say you can finally send me my gift. But you've been waiting to do it. So I figured it's a gift to you too. And Bailey was telling everybody to cash app you, so I hope somebody sent you a blessed hand with your old self. It ain't easy being old, is it? Like, it ain't easy being old, is it? I know. Just you, a walker, and an oxygen tank. I know. Woo, child. You, a walker, an oxygen tank, and a heating pad. Gotcha. No, gotcha. Said not old, we seasoned. The neglected seasonings in the back of the cabinet. You know that old seasoned salt? It ain't even orange no more. It's white. Said we don't need to disrespect heating pads. I knew somebody was going to defend it. But yeah. Hold on. Put his Cash App in the comments one more time. I want to read it out loud because I'm totally going to upload this to my YouTube. So if it get traffic, so will the post about his Cash App, I believe. So put it in the comments one more time. Give it to me. I'm going to read it out. I figure if I say it, it'll be better. Because when I do that on... Okay. Cash App is #unapologetic Raven. #unapologetic Raven. Unapologetic Raven. And if you don't know how to spell unapologetic, you probably shouldn't have a Cash App. I'm just throwing it out there. Like you need to pick up a dictionary and a job application. Like unapologetic Raven. $ unapologetic Raven. It's for his birthday. Send him a blessing on over. He needs clothes. He's ready for his elder fits. You know what I'm saying? Everybody send Antonio some clothes. Oh, and before I let y'all go, somebody tell T to text me with the ASAPness. Somebody tell T to text me with the A. I'm not playing about that. Somebody tell T to text me ASAP. So you be pinching my soul. Yeah, T gonna have to. Just gotta see if she's okay. Didn't T have a mammogram? And T never updated any of us on her mammogram. So, well, I'll be waiting to hear from her. But yeah, let's get ready to go. Let's get these poses real quick. Because tomorrow, what's tomorrow's ritual? I ain't even decided. Thank you, Antonio. What's tomorrow's ritual? We said a lot of things today that could be tomorrow's ritual. So somebody remind me. Somebody remind me. Oh yeah, it's the dimensional cleanse. Ooh, that's going. That's going to have your dreams and your astral travels on point. Okay? And don't forget to get y'all raffle tickets. Thank you, Bailey. $5 a ticket. You can get as many as you want to. Make sure when you send your payment with your name, and you text my phone with proof of your payment so I can write your name on your raffle tickets. I might go buy a special basket just for the raffle. Something special from Michael's. You know what I'm saying? Go to Michael's, make it look all nice. I should let my neighbor design a raffle basket. Give her like $100. Like, hey, make me a raffle basket real quick. She's good at baskets. Really, really good, actually. But let's go. Let's get these pictures real quick. First of all, let's get these numbers. We're at 291,000. Unacceptable. 300,000 is where we sitting at. I'm not putting my fingers up till that number hit 300,000. Double tap the screen before I tell everybody that your chin is detachable. I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna watch it. Crimson chin head ass. Edge of the counter chin having ass. No, I'm joking. But yeah, all payment links are the same as when you send donations. This is just different. So follow my instructions properly, please. Said if it's detachable, let it be the third one. Nah, the third chin is really an Indian flute. You blow on it like this. When you blow on your chin, it whistle. Thank you for 300K. Now we can get these pictures. Let's get the numbers first. Both sides. Strike a pose. The smile. The snarl. The I can't believe it's not consciousness. The get out. The get over it. The get under it. There's a roach on my wall, but I'm trying to hide it. Portal gang or nothing. Portal gang, shouts out to the Soon crew. Portal gang. Shout out to the Portal gang. All right, I'm done. Let me shout out though. Shouts out again to my moderators. Remember, make sure y'all send me or text me y'all full names so I can drop y'all tickets tonight. Okay? I want to make sure I get them out the way so I don't forget to include y'all. Shouts out to all my subscribers. If you want, if you love me like that, you know what I'm saying, you can subscribe to my live. Click that subscription button at the top and do the reoccurring payments if you want. They're gonna charge you every month $5.99 to be a part of these live streams and get special perks, all that kind of stuff. One of these days, maybe not during the 52 days of ritual, but we will have a subscriber chat only where subscribers will be the only ones who can comment. I kind of like that though, because I want to show y'all that y'all special to me. You know what I'm saying? Just for showing support, just for even thinking I'm worth that. To all the people who double tapped the screen today, we made it to over 300,000 likes, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. We got 147 shares, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. To everybody that tuned in and participated, for everybody that's been here for these 29 days of ritual thus far, I'm proud of you. I'm looking forward to what you do next. The dimensional cleanse is tomorrow. We're going to talk deep about dimensions. We're going to talk about traps. We're going to talk about the whole nine. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock p.m. CST. I think I'm going to have to add this to my overall bio on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to add it to my overall bio on TikTok so people know. No, Antonio, already sung for you. All right, that was the surprise. You're ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. You know what I'm saying? You're ruining it. You know what I'm saying? You're ruining it. Ruining it. So you're going to have to watch this when I upload it on YouTube. You just skip towards the end. You'll find it because it's a whole section about you. So like, there's no way you're going to miss it. It's a whole section about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to forget the prayer. I'm not going to forget the prayer. I'll never forget the prayer. Who forgets the prayer? Not me. So yeah, tomorrow, 3 o'clock p.m. CST. Don't be late, or at least do your best to not be late, okay? Like, do your best to not be late, please. Okay? But let's do this. Let's do this protection prayer. Protection, protection. I declare protection against all entities who are against my perfection. Any hiding within, you are now ejected. Any energy in the wrong, you are now corrected. Protection, protection. I declare protection. I call upon the powers of my heavenly sections. I declare myself cloaked to be unseen by the unseen. I declare myself safe from the unclean. I declare a shield around me that can't be penetrated by anything. Protection, protection. I declare protection. Anything that tries to penetrate it gets instant rejection. I declare it reflected back to its source, a quadruple dose of its infection. Protection, protection. I declare protection. And it is so because of my I am presence. Ashe, Amen, Amin, Amun. So mote it be, and so it is. Thank you. This was made by Angelica's Touch of Peace. Shouts out to her, the diva, the goddess diva. But and so it is. In the name of Jesus, we're not going to forget about Jesus. No disrespect. We won't be disrespectful. All praises to the Most High. All love and honor to the Supreme Architect. Ashe Olodumare. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, 3 o'clock p.m. CST. I want y'all to tell y'all people tomorrow's a dimensional cleanse. So if you've been confused about what's going on in your dream realms and some of you are being attacked, bring your ass tomorrow. Trust. It's going up because I'm about to make it go down. You understand? Yeah. All right. I love y'all 360. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.